What's up, Stripe Nation? Blake Albert's here. Why am I wearing one glove? Blake Albert's here with B&B Lawn Care. Been doing a little bit of work today. Guys, I have so many leaf cleanups to do, and I wake up today and it's snowing. So it's literally been raining or snowing since I've gotten back from the honeymoon. So just trying to make some videos. Like I told you guys, I have a long list of ideas, but I was looking through the internet today and I came up with an article. It was on Facebook or something somebody shared. And it was a news outlet or somebody polled 2,000 people. So like asked them questions and stuff about their shopping habits at Christmas time. And out of the 2,000 people, 65%, I think this was in 2016, I don't know. It was 2016 study, so a couple years, but still scary. It's probably worse now with how good the economy is and how good, you know, credit and stuff is so easy to get. Out of the 2,000 people, 65% of them went into credit card debt on Christmas, like Christmas time, on Christmas gifts. Does that not scare you to death? I saw that, I read through it, and there was a graph on there showing all of the different types of loan. People took out home equity loans for Christmas, guys. Home equity loans for Christmas gifts for people. That is insane. Insane, dude. I literally wanted to make a video because I know Christmas is hard, and especially when you have a bunch of family and a bunch of all this. I'm still in shock that people went into debt for Christmas. Dude, you know, do you remember when people used to tell you that Christmas is giving, but you can't buy people's love and happiness? So it's more important to be with your family and give a gift that matters, that you think they would truly like. Okay, I watched Breaking Bad. Remember Breaking Bad? And remember when Walt went with his old billionaire buddy's birthday party and they were all giving him signed guitars by famous singers and famous bands and things like that, and all these crazy expensive gifts. And Walt gave him a packet of ramen noodles and it made him cry. Now obviously it's fake, but that principle applies of give something of meaning and it's worth more than what you can spend money-wise. So I love gifts just like the next guy, but do not put your family at risk for Christmas. I think that's crazy. So that's my thing, and that's crazy, man. Just, you don't have to spend $1 million on people. And I think from 2016 to 2017, what I read, it was like $1,254 or something like that. But $1,200 over their budget is what people spent last year on Christmas. So I know you guys with kids, I know you need to make it special, but don't risk your house, your life, you know, your lifestyle and things like that for Christmas. That is just insane. So if you've got it, you know, do something nice for your family, but do not go out and spend it on credit cards. That is insane. I'm preaching to the choir here, guys. You guys know I'm a huge no debt kind of guy. I do understand business debt to an extent. That's not how I like to live my life, but consumer debt is a crazy, humongous problem. And if I can be the one to help somebody not, you know, not be able to pay their bills come January, February because they spent too much on Christmas, I'll do it. If you guys are like debt stuff, like me, listen to Dave Ramsey. I know he's been around forever and he's still around, but some of you guys might not have heard of him. I just wanted to bring him up and tell you to go search it, dude. Go searching. And the same principle, it's not just Christmas, but the same principle, it's basically just consumer debt. I think one of the coolest things, let's talk about Gary Vee for a second. One of the coolest things about Gary Vee, he's famous, he's got, dude, the guy makes money. But his lifestyle is not flashy at all. Like, it's crazy. He doesn't have a car, he doesn't have a house. I saw he was giving a talk, and somebody's like, oh, these college kids, you know, college kids, when they're out partying and they're just taking on massive debt, they have a different mindset than they will 10, 15 years down the road. They think the second that you start making money, you buy a sports car. And basically, let's say you have $100,000 and you have crazy trajectory where if you need a new piece of equipment, just take a little bit from that 100,000, you'll regain it, and now you're at 115. But whenever you take out so much of that money, when you start making it, when you start being successful, hint Gary Vee, you go buy $1 million house when you're Gary Vee, and it starts shredding away that trajectory. So go back to the 100,000. Well, if you buy a fancy sports car, this is what happens with a lot of athletes. Read the statistics on athletes. I don't know it right now, so I'm not going to say it. But like, you know, you got a good 4-year prime, and then you fall off the earth, and the new, bigger, stronger, faster guy comes in, and you blew all your money. You were popping bottles, blowing it all. You know, partying and buying the cars and buying all this, and now your prime's gone and you're broke. After, like, most athletes are broke. Let me pull up one little thing. This is literally going into a totally separate talk, but I want to talk about it real quick because we're already on it, might as well. Okay, Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq, Big Shaq, you guys know him. He owns 155 Five Guys burger franchise restaurants. You guys know them. 17 Auntie Annie's, however you say that. 150 car washes, 40 24-hour fitness, a shopping center, a movie theater, and several Las Vegas nightclubs. In addition to his business holdings, O'Neal still earns $22 million a year from his endorsement deals with Arizona, Icy Hot, Gold Bond, Buick, Zales, and at least half dozen additional corporate sponsors. And he's also a studio analyst at TNT. It's not about how much money you make. The question is, are you educated enough to keep it? That is from Shaq himself. I just dropped my phone, sorry. That's amazing, dude. That is not the norm for athletes. So let's bring it back down to our world. It can start with overspending at Christmas time, like legit. And it's all about, like, you know who's doing this really good? Let's come back to our world. Bryan Fullerton, Bryan's Lawn Maintenance. I talk to him every once in a while, and you guys know him. He's like dead on where he wants to go. But they live in, this is his words, I've never seen it, I don't know anything about it. But they live in a crappy apartment. That is literally his words. This is what he tells you guys. He lives in a crappy apartment and he's making money. Yeah, he's got a nice truck, but like he is saving and working his butt off. He is not allowing little things to take him off course or slow down his trajectory. And so to bring it back down to real world, Bryan is on it, and listen, I didn't like Bryan at first. you gotta get to know him. He's got such a different personality than me. He's way more confident than me, but the guy is really, really smart, and he's on his path, and he knows where he wants to go, and he's got a plan, and he's sticking to that plan on where he wants to go. So big props to Bryan's Lawn Maintenance. And you know, that's what we're all trying to do. I'm just trying to give you guys some insight from all different levels, because I was blown away that not only 65% of people in this test group were going into debt, but they were overspending by $1,200. So I'm guessing what that means, they're going $1,200 into consumer debt to buy Christmas gifts. Here's the biggest thing about this. After 2 weeks, nobody cares about their Christmas gifts. It's advertised. Okay, I'm gonna go off on another tangent here. Do you guys know who made up, now leave me a comment if you know this, who made the phrase that you're supposed to spend 3 to 4 months salary on an engagement ring? Wasn't women, wasn't a queen, it was a jewelry company that sells diamonds. Literally, that thing which we've all been told our whole lives, been told to millions of people for decades, was made up as a sales, a marketing tactic, like a marketing scheme that stuck in people's heads, women's heads probably, that stuck in women's heads. But literally it was a jewelry company marketing to people. It was fake. That would be like me making up, you have to give your lawn guy 5% of your house worth, or how much you paid for your house for lawn maintenance every week, or something weird like that. So the world we're living in, when technology is so, when you're on YouTube, you're seeing ads of stuff that you look up and you research, you're getting marketed towards crazy. So it's so on you. It's not like you're looking up a pair of Nikes and now you're seeing Nike shoes all over the internet. So it's really tough in our day and age, and credit's so easy and all this stuff. Just watch out, man. Don't let this stuff kill your trajectory that you're on. That's enough. If I can't get off, if you don't think I can get off on a tangent very easy, I can. Obviously this was like 3 minutes and I was done, and now it's like 13 minutes. So anyways guys, I know I'm just rambling, and my mind wanders all the time about stuff like that. So that's it guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. Be careful, because you're getting marketed towards right now. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.